I'm Wes Henderson. Today I'll be presenting the Allbirds Sustainable Footwear Marketing Campaign, promoting eco-friendly shoes with innovative strategies. But first, I'll go through an introduction and some background on the product and myself. Uh, Allbirds Sustainable Footwear is the core product of this marketing campaign. I am Wes Henderson, as I said. I'm the marketing manager at a fictitious company called Brandwagon. We'll be using an eco-conscious mission. This campaign emphasizes the brand's commitment to sustainability and comfort in footwear design. It'll be a very visual branding campaign, clean design using brand colors and imagery to create immediate visual connection with our target audience. So why does Allbirds need a new campaign? We'll go through some of the brand equity and competitors here. Why they need a new campaign. They currently have limited mainstream visibility. It's mainly known in eco-conscious circles and needs broader recognition to grow its market share. There is a demand for ethical fashion. Growing consumer preferences for sustainable and ethical fashion offers Allbirds a key market opportunity. And then we'll focus on storytelling and influencers. The campaign will focus using storytelling and influencer partnerships to boost brand awareness and emotional connection. What are some of the competitors and brand equity? So Allbirds brand equity is Allbirds is recognized for its sustainability and comfort, but it currently lacks a broad mass market recognition. And some of the competitors you probably know of Nike and Adidas, but Rothy's is also a very high competitor to Allbirds right now. They lead the market with strong marketing and eco-friendly product lines in sustainable footwear. But we will offer a distinctive value proposition where Allbirds emphasizes carbon neutral shoes made from natural materials to differentiate itself in the market. Let's go through this strategic framework now. So the advertising agency you'll be using, Brandwagon, we focus on a centralized advertising system. We will ensure consistent messaging across all advertising platforms for brand alignment. There will be a full service agency role. Brandwagon will manage strategy, creative development, media planning, and digital marketing comprehensively. We'll do everything for you, perfectly aligned. And we will fee-based compensation to promote transparency and align with responsible business practices. We'll also use some specialized marketing services for this campaign. We think that influencer marketing and digital content creation will enhance the campaign reach and the audience engagement. Let's look at some of the consumer decision-making insights. So problem recognition. Consumers recognize the need for eco-friendly shoes due to worn-out footwear or sustainable preferences. What is their information search? Consumers recall past experiences and seek external reviews on sustainable footwear through social media and online platforms. They also evaluate the alternative. So brands compete by highlighting comfort, sustainability, and price to attract those eco-conscious consumers. We need to be at the top of that, and this campaign will help get us there. And then consumers conduct a post-purchase evaluation. So they assess the product quality and alignment with their values after they make the purchase, which influences their future decisions, future purchases that could potentially come from our company. Now let's take a look at some of the marketing communication objectives and the budgeting approach to this campaign. So our marketing objective, we're going to increase sustainable footwear market share in the US by 10% within 12 months using digital campaigns and retail partnerships. The communications objective, we will achieve 70% brand awareness among eco-conscious consumers aged 18 to 35 within 6 months via brand recall surveys. And our objectives overall are going to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, very smart, to make sure that we have clear campaign accountability. Our budgeting approach, so we will use a bottom-up budgeting approach for this campaign. Budgeting starts from detailed cost estimates of planned activities rather than arbitrary sales percentages so that it's more accurate. We'll use the objective and task method, where resources are allocated based on specific objectives and tasks to ensure alignment with marketing goals. It will be market-driven allocation, so our budgeting decisions consider product uniqueness, market dynamics, and competition to prioritize our investments. We'll also add in a digital and influencer focus to this campaign. We're going to prioritize digital engagement and influencer partnerships to maximize our marketing impact and reach, which also means we're going to have to pay those influencers as well, but that's okay because it'll get us more sales and more market reach. Let's talk a little bit about the promotional strategy and the media plan. So for a creative and media strategy that we're going to use, we're going to focus on emotional appeal. The campaign will focus on emotional appeal, which will highlight sustainability and comfort to connect deeply with our audiences. We want to make sure we emphasize we are sustainable footwear and comfortable footwear. Our slogan and messaging, update the slogan a little bit. It's going to say, call it step lightly, live responsibly. It'll reinforce the brand mission and encourage responsible living, but it's also easy to remember, rolls off the tongue, and it aligns with our mission, aligns with Allbirds' mission. We're going to use diverse media vehicles. So we're not just going to use one channel. We're going to include print, broadcast, social media, podcasts, and urban transit ads to ensure a broad audience reach. Everyone's going to see our product. Everyone's going to see this campaign. And as I said, we're going to use visual storytelling and influencers to gain credibility, enhance the campaign resonance with our eco-conscious audiences. They're going to see their influencers that they like using our products, and they're going to want to purchase them too. Let's go through the 6 sections of our campaign storyboard. So awareness with visuals. We're going to use striking visuals of nature and shoes to create awareness and attract initial consumer interest. As I've said a bunch of times, we're going to use an influencer engagement. Influencer endorsements will boost engagement and credibility among our target audiences, and it seemed to boost engagement by about 37%. We're going to use lifestyle imagery to showcase everyday use, which will connect the product with our consumers' daily routines. They'll be able to see themselves in our shoes every day. And we'll highlight the comfort of our shoes to focus on our product comfort and benefits so that it reinforces those values to the consumers. They're not only going to see themselves wearing our shoes every day, but they're going to feel good about wearing them every day too. There'll be a clear call to action to encourage purchase and to direct consumers towards the next steps. How am I going to buy this product? How am I going to do this? When can I buy another pair? That's what they're going to see every time they see our ads, and they're going to know exactly how to do that. There's going to be a seamless conversion from any of those consumers that are currently wearing Nike, Adidas, Rothy's. They're going to see Allbirds and think, I could rather see myself in those. And there's going to be a seamless way for them to convert to our product. Talk a little bit about the ethics and expansion of our product. So the effectiveness and ethical considerations that we've used in this campaign, we're going to measure our effectiveness. So we're going to evaluate it through A/B testing of social media creatives and brand lift studies post-campaign. Our ethical practices, we're going to avoid greenwashing by providing transparent carbon footprint material sourcing data, which will be essential to our campaign so that we are aligning our mission, aligning our objectives, and aligning our outreach to what we're actually doing. We're going to build consumer trust through transparency and credible measures. So it's going to be exactly what we say we're doing. We are sustainable. We are green. It will be exactly how it is, and it will be the best way for us to build trust. And finally, secondary market expansion. So doing some research, we see Japan as the ideal secondary market. They show an increasing interest in sustainable fashion and premium lifestyle products, making it a strategic secondary market for Allbirds. Yes, there are some cultural barriers. So cultural preferences like local brands and minimalist aesthetics present challenges to us that will require some tailored marketing approaches, but thankfully we've already thought of that. And we're going to emphasize minimalist design and collaborate with local influencers to ensure our campaign relevance and cultural resonance in Japan. And that is the Allbirds Sustainable Footwear Marketing Campaign. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Appreciate your time.